Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Today we are back with episode 49 of our Medieval Dynasty Season 2. Today we are going to try to get some things together and make a sale run, like we have been in that push for 1,000,000 coins. We might hit it today, but it's unlikely. We will more than likely hit it Friday. So we're gonna just try and scoop some stuff together and maybe see what we can do on expansion. If we can, I don't know how much more we can do until we get more people. And it's going to be a little bit before we can get more people. But, yeah, we'll keep pushing along, maybe do some hunting and some other random stuff just cuz. But, if you learned anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, here we are. We are loaded in. I need to see where we were. So we are at 92,500. No, 925,000. That always throws me off. Tool-wise, we look to be in pretty good shape. So let's equip that because we know we're going to need it. As far as fields, how are they doing on fields? Are we get whoops, management. Psych, management. Let's see if they're going to get them done in time. Seeding, manuring. Village 1, field 3. Alright, let's go finish that off for them at least so that they can just seed to get it done. Now, they do still have one more day for seeding, so that's a thing. But it looks like he got it all manured, he just didn't get it all hoed up. So we'll help him out a little bit with the whoops. We'll help him out a little bit with this. So I'm hoping, guys, that we can actually hit our 1,000,000 today. I don't know if we can or not. It might be much to do about nothing. It will definitely hit it Friday. But I'm hoping that we can hit it today. Now, I was thinking a little bit as to what we want to do going forward from here. We have a couple of options available. We know that the update happens December 7th. So we've got some time to kill until December 7th. Our main goal was that 1,000,000 coins, which we are about to hit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a poll as to where we want to go from here. Do we want to continue this save? Because we're pretty much in a holding pattern at this point for the next 8 years until our children grow. So it's basically going to be more of the same. Harvest, plant, mine, rinse and repeat. But that is something that we can do. We can keep that going for the next month or so. I have a couple of games that viewers have recommended that we can switch to, and I've got a couple of games that I'm interested that we could switch to. So what I think we're going to do is a poll like last time, with the exception of this time continuing our current play is going to be one of the options, because I want to see what you guys want. Because ultimately, I want you guys to be happy. So we will, we'll see where we go from here. But that poll will probably be up either tomorrow or Friday, and we'll let it cook for a couple of days. So either way, Sunday's our random game day anyway, but we will probably do a random game Saturday as well. But if continuing wins out, then we will start this back up again on Monday. And if it doesn't, then we will start the other game on Monday. But I definitely want you guys to have that option. I'm hoping for a little bit better of a turnout than last time, because last time the game that was voted for nobody was actually interested in. So that was a little weird. But we'll see how it goes. There are a couple of options. Like I'm super interested in the farming dynasty. I want to see what that's about. People have recommended some games. There's that new Enshrouded that I'd like to check out. And then there's the games that various people have recommended, like Alex recommended some, and they're up in the Discord. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I do have them saved. And people that aren't in the Discord that recommended games during stream, I posted in the Discord as well with their names, so I know who to attribute them to. But that's definitely something that we can look into and or do. So keep that in mind. Recommend any games in comments or in during chat, and we will definitely take those into consideration and or add them to the list. That is something that we can definitely do. But as for now, we still have to make our million, so we're going to have to actually put some work in. Or at least pretend like we are, right? So let's go ahead and grab our cherries. Well, first let's sleep, because I think it'll let us sleep. So let's go ahead and before this stuff rots out from under us. Oh, just in time to sleep. So that'll help us pass the time a little bit quicker. Whoop. Alrighty then. So that'll get them started on seeding the fields while we're making the wine and the other things. So I figure, you know, past the rest of this season, we're pretty much stalled for this season. There's not a terrible lot that we can do. We've already made our sale run, and I believe we've already done a mine run. I could be wrong on that. But judging by the amount of iron ore in storage, we've already done our mine run. So we will work with what we have, but there's no sense in working through the night because it's just going to waste more time that we'll be standing around for. Doing pretty well at the moment, so I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and get some clay. Where'd I leave you, Winnie? Well, first we're going to switch horses. Winnie's time has come. And that's going to be a huge influx of money as well. Alrighty then. So we're going to grab his stuff. Oh, did I get it all? Yeah. And then we are looking for Stevie and Ava. You know what? We might take Philly. They are identical patterns, but one is black and one is brown. And I really like black horses, so we're going to go with this one. We are actually going to take the female horse. So we are taking Philly cheesesteak. It's been a while since we have ridden a female horse in this game, so that's a thing. Alright, because realistically there's no difference. Other than color. It's all about the colors. But there's no difference stat-wise or anything. It's not going to hurt anything. But Winnie's 5, almost 6, so it's time for him to go. And we're going to make 5,600 coins off of him, so plonk. So that puts us at 93,000, or 930,000 already. And we haven't even done anything productive yet. Well, we really can't for another day. But we are going to go and get some clay. We also need... It would be neat if they put something in the game like, female horses are slightly faster, but maybe spooky easier than the male horses. Something like that would be cool. Or have the different coats give different stats, like maybe the roan could be a little bit beefier, higher hit points, but a little bit slower, and a little less, or maybe more stamina, but a little bit slower kind of a thing. I don't know. It would just be neat to do more with the horses. Are you iron? You are iron. We're taking you. So that's one that we don't have to make. Although ours is... I really wish they would breed faster. I was hoping that leaving the 2 males in there with Philly would get her to breed faster, but it didn't work. Because we know that they can breed without somebody watching them, and we know that they can breed without food. We tested that with the donkeys. But I'm starting to wonder if maybe it takes longer without said things. But there's no real way to controlled experiment that, so it'll always be supposition. So they did sell some, and it was around 10. Okay, let's see where they're at on the fields. Oh my. Yeah, we're going to have to help with at least one of them. Village 1, Field 3 is not doing so hot. Village 1, Field 1 is also not doing so hot. So let's see about... Did we run out of rye? I forgot to buy rye during our sale run. We might actually be out of rye. No, we still have a little bit left. You know what? Screw it. We'll take it and do it ourselves. Let's take the leather. We can make at least 3 more hats, too, in the morning before we start the sale. There's quite a bit of manure that we can handle. I already forgot what I was looking for. Simple bag. No, leather. To make simple bag. I swear, some days I have the attention span of a rodent. Alright, let's, there we are. Yeah, 22 of them ought to be enough. Alright. No, don't, no. Grab the coins. Don't put our coins away. The hell is wrong with you, dude? Simple. Simple, simple, simple. The bag, not me. Although, I mean, if the shoe fits, right? At least both of the fields are right here. I don't mind going over to the other village, but it's a pain in the ass when we have to come back here to sleep, which we will have to for the season changeovers, so... Yeah, I think they're already done working for the day, so let's go ahead and rye it up. I don't think we're going to be able to fully plant both fields because we didn't buy more rye, but we can at least get what we have done. We don't have to worry about overriding seeds because I took all of them, so there aren't any more for them to seed. Now winter's going to give us quite an opportunity for building and or miscellaneous tomfoolery on account of there's not really much to do. We've got everything so well locked down that we'll do a mine run and we will do a sale run, but otherwise it's pretty much catch as catch can. My hot water heater took a crap last night, and I had the most unpleasant shower this morning that I think I've ever had. I was so cold and shivering so hard taking a cold shower, you know, in the middle of fall, that I thought I was going to puke. Like, I was shivering so hard that my stomach was upset. And talk about hyperventilating. But I got clean and went to work. I can't go to work without a shower. I just can't. Quit with the zigzagging. Now, we don't hunt the wolves for the fur. We really don't have much use for fur. You can make rugs out of it, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise, just sell it straight as it is to the vendors, because anything that you could make out of it will lose you money on the other materials that you have to craft with as well. You could make more using them in a different way. So I generally leave the lynxes be, because they're also fur, but they're not hostile, because the hostiles get you more XP. So let's see what we've got. So our extraction still needs a level. Our hunting still needs 4 levels. And our survival still needs a level. And that's it. So that's why I thought that we would go hunting, because it is our weak spot. There should be some deer a little bit further up here. Or we can go after the piggies up in the north. That's not a terrible idea either. How's our time look? It's 1700. Got about a minute left. Where are you, Philly? Alright, so we need 61,000. Well, technically 60,800. And, yeah. I don't know that we'll be able to get that in one season. It's going to be really, really close. It's going to be really close. 2, 1. Turtle. Happy winter. Yep, no event. No quest either. Well, that's unfortunate. And it's snowing. Well, that was just a giant up yours, wasn't it? You know what I think we will do, though, before we go on our sail run, is we are going to go mine first, so that we can get that extra oomph out of our sail. I think that's going to be the smart play here. If we're going to have to go mining anyway, we may as well do it on the front end so that we have more stuff to sell. That was enough rocks for a whole nother house that we can't put anybody in. You know, we should build at least one more house to get people out of the overflow. Although, I guess, really, we don't have to. I don't even know that it really qualifies as overflow anymore. So originally it was going to be for our heir and his wife to live in, but we're so far out from that it's not even funny. I mean, we're coming up on year 10 at the end of this season. Which is kind of funny, because if we don't actually hit it today, and I'm still up in the air as to whether or not we'll be able to, if we hit it tomorrow, the 1 million mark, then we will hit it on episode 50 at the start of year 10. Which I think is interesting. That's a lot of round numbers there. That's 10. So that's kind of... I like numbers. I'm weird that way. But I particularly... I have a number preference for even numbers, and particularly round even numbers. Like, I don't know why. I'm super weird that way. 1 doesn't bother me very much. I really like 2. 3 I find offensive as a number. I don't know why. I just do. If I have 3 of something, I will do my best to get 1 more or give 1 away. And then 4 I like. 5 doesn't bother me at all. I actually like 5 because it's halfway between nothing and 10. 6 is fine by me. 7 is another offensive number. I don't particularly care for 3 or 7. And then 8 is fine. 9 is annoying because you're only 1 away from the 10. And then 10. And then the same with all the 10s. Like, you know, 23 I don't like. 27 I don't like. Etc. Just a weird number preference thing. It's not really OCD because it hasn't negatively impacted my life. It's just weird. Just another way that my brain is not normal. That's something that a lot of people, I think, don't really get about OCD, is just because you have a tendency that OCD people have does not mean that you are OCD. To actually have obsessive compulsive disorder, your oddity in your behavior has to have negatively impacted your life in some way. So, like, I count everything. I've counted everything since I was a small child. I will probably always count everything. And that is something that is generally a trait that is attributed to people with OCD. But it has never negatively impacted my life. I have never been late because I was counting something. I've never missed out on something because I was counting something, or hurt myself counting something. So, it doesn't actually qualify as OCD, even though it is one of the OCD traits. Okay, we have 65, and that is not going to work for us. Hey, James, what's shaking, bacon? That sheep is laying down but still moving. That is creepy as hell. Look at him go! He's sledding in the snow. We are stuck inside Erica. That was awkward. Especially since Erica was our wife in Season 1. Be nice if you could make bacon and ham and all the goodies from the animals, right? You can skin them if you accidentally kill them or kill them on purpose. You can skin them. It's just they're worth way more to sell as a full animal than they are to kill and skin. Because you get what you would out of a wild pig off of a regular pig, and it's just not worth it. Unless you were doing it for an immersion reason, but since you can hunt, that would still be a waste, I would feel like. completely opinion-based, but... Well, our season 1, we had our kids super, super young. I think we were still in year 1 when we had the kid. But this time we waited a little bit longer because I did not realize that I was screwing us over, that the villagers would not, because we had staggered our villagers so that we wouldn't have a bunch of kids all at once. And it wound up screwing us over because they don't start having kids until you have a kid. So we waited till like halfway through year 2 to have our kid. And then, what? It went from 0 minutes to 58 minutes. That's frustrating. So then all of a sudden we had an explosion of children anyway. It's going to be really touch and go. Like, that's going to be where the tension comes from for this episode, is whether or not we will hit that million today. Because if we're already at 50 grand and we've only hit 950,000, and we've only hit 2 villages, we have a very real potential to actually hit 1 million today. I'm kind of pulling for hitting it Friday instead, though, to be completely honest. Just because I want that, I want it to land on episode 50 and the beginning of year 10. I think that's an awesome coincidence, and I would love to see that happen. But I'm not going to throw it either. If it happens now, it happens now. It just would be really cool for that to work out. One of those number preference things. Oh wow, it looks like there's 3 vendors in this house.
How can I help?
Horseboy?
See you soon.
This is the house with the 2 ladies and the guy that sleeps in the other bed.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Alright, onto the knives.
See you soon. How can I help? My wares never disappoint.
I'm disappointed in your wares.
Phew.
You need
See
more
you
gold. What? How'd you get back in here? I watched you leave the house. That's okay, his money reset, so we're just gonna go with it. Jack Tripper.
You have returned. It was nice seeing you.
So that's those 3. And we got her. Hey, Storm. I'll admit, I'll be sorry when you stop playing this game. Picked up quite a few tips from you, plus saying, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And remember, we're definitely coming back in December for sure, no matter how the vote shakes out, because the new map will be dropping, and I am super stoked for that.
Have a good day.
I'm a little worried though about this playthrough running stale, because while we still aren't anywhere near being able to become our heir yet, we're pretty much in a holding pattern now for another 8 years, basically almost as long as we've already been playing this save. We're stuck in a holding pattern for that much longer. So I think something to just be a little bit different is probably not a bad idea. But I will leave it to a vote, because that is up to you guys. I am kind of interested in the Farmer's Dynasty as well. I thought that looked interesting. It looks like it's going to be similar to the farming simulator, except with like dynasty aspects to it. So it's not just farming and money, but like there's survival aspects to it. You have to eat and sleep and whatnot. You can get married, you can have a kid, you can buy fields, you can actually go fishing, which would be super exciting. I do enjoy fishing in games. I thought it would be interesting. I don't know how well it's going to stream though, so I don't know if that's really a great idea or not. I wonder what type of data set they used for stacks of things. Because ultimately, that will be... If a game is too focused on just a few things, I get bored easily. Unfortunately, that's where I'm starting to get with this. Is we're so far at this point that we only have like the same 6 things to do day in and day out. It's a glorious game, but once you get... getting everything set up, to me, is the fun part. But once everything's set up and it's more or less running on autopilot, that's where I start to lose interest.
Friend.
Goodbye.
But depending, because there probably is a cap to how many coins you can have, James. I was just thinking about that. It depends on what type of data point they used for, what type of variable they used for the
However, my wares
stacks.
never disappoint.
Because if it's an integer, then it's going to be very different than, say, that if they used a double.
See you soon.
Or a float. Yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll set up that vote either Thursday or Friday. And one of the options will be to continue this until the update comes out. If that's what you guys want to do, then I'm willing to do it. But, and some games that we've had recommended and some games that I'm interested in will all be part of the vote.
What can I do for you?
Try one-day seasons until your heir turns 18.
Only goods
Yeah,
of
I
the
could.
highest quality.
Unfortunately, you can't change your game partway through, though. We would have to start a completely new run.
Take care.
But, yeah, keep an eye out for that vote, guys. Saturday, we will probably do another random game Saturday like we do on Sundays. Just as a break while we wait for the vote results to come in. And then Sunday will have to be a random game Sunday because I won't have time to edit it because of work on Monday. But, so we'll have random weekend this time. And we will see whether we come back on Monday to this save or whether we start a new adventure in something else for a short time before the update hits. Remember, even if we drift away from this game, it is not a big deal because December 7th we are dropping whatever the hell we're in the middle of and coming back for the new map. Because I have been looking forward to that since they made the announcement last year. And talk about breathing new life into a game. All the exploration will be back. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. We won't know immediately where to go to get the best of stuff. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we can actually make ourselves look the way that we want. And I want to see what they did with the story. Because the entire story of this game revolves around moving to the valley because your uncle, Jordan, was here. So I want to see how they handle that with a new map. And how they handle female characters. We might roll a female character just for curiosity's sake. I want to see how they handle children for female PCs. Because that 2-year stint isn't going to work. Nope. Oh. We are going to be so close. I don't know. We have 6,000... Oh, we have 5,030 coins. Oh! No, we are at the last town. So, unless we've got 5,000 in storage, which I think we're probably going to have around 3. But this is going to be really, really close. The timing's good, though, because it is about that time. So we're going to go and hit up our coinage and see where we wind up. And I kind of have to say I'm really hoping that we don't hit the millions, that we have Friday for that. Yeah, I hear you, Wolf. Seen another streamer do one day, so yeah, fair enough. Let's... Oh, man. Oh. Guess what? We just hit 1,000,000 coins. We just hit 1,000,000 coins. That is super exciting. And we hit it on year 9. We didn't quite make it to year 10. Wow. Alright, so yeah, that vote will definitely be coming out tomorrow now. I still want to give it until Monday before we go with whatever decision is there, though. So we'll see what we decide to do for Friday and Saturday. It might well just be a 3-day random game weekend. I don't know yet. We will see how it shakes out. But that vote will be up tomorrow, and we will see where we want to go for the next month until the update's out. That's for sure. And bear in mind, guys, don't panic that this will be one of the options that you can vote for. So if you really want us to keep going, you can totally vote for that. But yeah, it is about that time though. We're only about 3 minutes early, so we're gonna stop it here for the night. And yeah, if you guys learned anything useful or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will catch you Friday one way or another. Thanks for watching, and yeah, have a good night. I really do appreciate that you guys decide to spend your time with me, because your time is precious, and every little bit of it's nice.